Proceed. It was dope, IQ.
Yeah. What's happening, the world? Right back at you with another show, the 426 show where we even out the odds and the things going on in the world today. Got my host right here, my co-host Big OC, man. What's going on with you, brother?
Chilling, man. Chilling, man. It's been another long week, but we
Yes.
back at it to round it off. You know what I'm saying? Third show of the week. Third show of the week. Check out the first two broadcasts, Monday, Wednesday, and the last broadcast of the week's on Friday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We stay at it, man. We productive. Keep producing shows every 3 times a week, man. And it's all new content, all fresh content. And as you see, we just gonna keep building. You know, getting a better production. We're gonna get better as hosts, and we just want you to grow with us. So if you're tuning in, we appreciate you tuning in. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure you even hit the dislike button. And if you have a dislike or whatever, just leave a comment. Interact with us, and we're gonna interact with you. But let's go ahead and get right into the show, man. First topic we're gonna speak on. Let's get right into it. Yeah, man. So it looks as if the U.S. intelligence has officially identified the Saudi prince of murdering the Jamal Khashoggi, the U.S. reporter. He's a Saudi descendant, but he was a U.S. reporter. And what he did is he constantly, he would always, I guess, rebuke the Saudi government because, they kind of run like a dictatorship and everything. So he would always have feedback about the Saudi government, but it wouldn't be, it wouldn't be in, he didn't hold the Saudi government in a good taste and in good vein, as they run as dictators and everything.
Well, we knew all along who did it, so
Right.
they declassified information, right?
Right.
So once you declassified, we can see exactly what everybody knew. But no different than the last administration. We want to, we have diplomatic ties with everybody, right? So
Right.
yeah, we can say he did it, but really, what are we going to do? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We got to tread lightly in some of those regions. So, that king over there is, he ain't concerned. He's probably like, why this one? I done killed thousands. Why this one? You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
this one is different. What makes this one different because it is a U.S. citizen. So that's what makes this one different.
Really?
And yeah.
9/11, we didn't chop them up after that, right? Those were three
Yeah, but I
Saudi
mean,
nationals.
it was 9/11 is all type of, we're gonna talk about 9/11. That's a whole, another tunnel that we can go down, man. And
No, I'm just trying to point to the the demographics or the race of the hijackers. You know what I mean?
yeah. I feel you, but you can't hold the actions of individuals like you know what I'm saying? That, like, can't hold the whole race of people accountable. But
No,
like,
but that's geopolitics. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? When
right,
they say, "Oh, you're banning these Muslim countries," right? Remember they
right,
said, "How come you ain't banning Saudi Arabia? They're the
right,
ones who sent bombers over here to knock down our towers, right? We don't.
right,
We don't. We we blame everybody. Look, when we went to get
yeah,
them terrorists, we get their kids too.
yeah,
You see what I'm
yeah,
saying? So
yeah,
I know I understand what you're saying. Yeah, we don't
yeah,
want to cast aspersions on everybody, but
yeah.
when it comes down to it in the propaganda, we'll get you, the grandma, the auntie, and all they'll say is, well, shouldn't have been around them.
Right. True that. So
You know,
that's it's a cold game, man.
that's what I'm
That's
saying, man.
it's a cold game, man. That's the world of politics, man. Obviously, like there's some money going on. There's some, they got things that we need and we want. So,
Gas,
like,
oil.
like we tread lightly. But the thing about it is, this administration, different from the previous, supposedly, this administration, the Biden administration, is trying to hold him somewhat accountable, the Saudi prince accountable, because Trump just looked the other way and just like, it's all of, it comes with the business. What I mean, murder comes with the business. It is what it is. That's how Trump looked at it. But this administration has actually pointed out the Saudi prince, and they're like, okay, they're going to hold him accountable. They're supposedly supposed to apply pressure to him, but at the same time, they say they're still going to tread lightly as well because they value the relationship.
Right.
So,
So
so at
that
the,
lets all foreign United States correspondents, you guys better be extra vigilant because you could get taken up out of here. And there's
right,
not necessarily, depending on the country you're in, there may not be any consequences
exactly. So this dude, he just got away with murder, man. He just
at the end
murdered
of
a
the day.
United States citizen, and apparently the citizen wasn't important enough for us to really have any real concern to put sanctions on the country, and that's a cold game, man. That's
Well,
messed up.
you know, remember when the politics over here is so simple. You know what I'm saying? Who Jamal Kash, what's his name? Jamal
Khashoggi,
there you go. Khashoggi. Was
yeah,
he
Khashoggi.
American? Was he
Like
American?
he
But
was
and that
United, he
and
was
that's
a
how
United
simple.
States citizen. Yeah,
Exactly. But
yeah,
you can easily
but
politically
he,
you can simplify that down to Khashoggi. That don't
yeah,
sound American, right? So people aren't
right,
really as in an uproar over this. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Based simply on a
yeah,
name. If his name was
right,
James Cashman,
yeah.
it may be a
Bradshaw,
different feel. You know what I'm saying?
Bradshaw, Bradley, or yeah,
You know,
exactly. I
you know.
get it. And dude was the dude that got murdered. The reporter, he was, like I said, he was of Saudi descent. So they like, he wasn't born here. He wasn't born here. Gotta go, gotta go. It's a cold game, man. But so
Sometimes,
basically, I don't even know why this is in the news because at the end of the day, it doesn't look like they're going to do anything. I mean, it pretty much is. Biden states in the in the article that he's not going to really. He's going to tread lightly. And
right,
they're going to try to apply some pressure, but they're going to tread lightly because they value the relationship of the Saudi prince and their government.
right.
So what
So,
was the point? So basically, you're saying you're
so
not going to do anything.
right. So since he died, all that pressure they were trying to put on Trump. What was the point? What was the point?
Exactly.
You know, if
Right.
if if we understood at that time, even then, and what happened in Saudi Arabia back in the day, 9/11, that was 2001. So
No.
Biden understands the relationship that we have with Saudi Arabia too. So I
Right.
think out the gate, yeah, he's seen the intelligence. Yeah, the prince was involved, but hey, it is what it is. We need that oil
Right.
one
At
way
the
or
end of
another.
the day. And yeah, at the end of the day, instead of tapping in our resources and draining our resources, and we gonna use other people's resources.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
Just make it
I get it,
simple.
man. It's cold. It's a cold piece, man. You know. So
For
the
real. And
Saudi
for his
prince,
family, you know what I'm saying?
he got the Saudi prince got away with that 187, man. Like, I mean, of course, he's responsible for several murders, but it doesn't really matter, what he does in his backyard is his business. I guess that's how they look at it. But that was a U.S. citizen. But like I said, he obviously wasn't important enough for them to be concerned. So unfortunately, he becomes a casualty,
Right.
collateral
Right.
damage. You
I
know,
guess that's what they call it. You know what I'm
that's at the
saying?
end of the day. Yeah. So Biden, he's trying to act like he's doing something different, like he's going to be tougher on him or whatnot. but then it says in the same article that he's not going to be. So,
Right.
so he's not doing anything different than that Trump did, except saying that, making it official. Yeah, this guy did it, and then at the same time, the Saudi government, they released a statement saying that all of this is just lies, and they feel insulted that they've been that the prince has been pinpointed, because they tried to blame it on acts of rogue soldiers within their regime that just took it upon themselves to do it. But intelligence, the paperwork and the intelligence shows that actually the prince actually did sign off on the murder. So
Right.
at the end of the day, man, it doesn't matter what the details are, doesn't matter what occurred. Looks like he got away with it. He's going to get away with it. And all the United States is saying is, oh, you did it. And it's like, okay, we know he did it now. Like, so we're talking about it now because now they're trying to make it official that he did it when we already know he did it in the first place. Like,
Right.
actually, there's the last footage of him is he's going to a meeting. He's going inside a building with his wife
Right.
waiting for him outside. So he leaves his wife to go inside the building, and he's never seen by his wife again. And when they find him, the next time he's seen in pieces because they hacksaw his
8
body.
bags. Yeah, they showed the dudes going up in there and how they were moving around. I mean, it was clear for anybody with eyeballs.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's like shit.
Yeah, I think we got a clip of him going in. I think there's a clip of it going in.
Yeah,
Let's
run
see if we
that.
can find it. If you could run that. You can just press play on the article.
You and your Roland Martin, go to my iPad. Oh, okay. It looks like we having trouble in the control room right now.
It's all good. It's all good. On to the next story then. We're just going to go on to the next story. This is Trump's homie. The Saudi prince. And Trump still can't stay out of the news for some reason, man. Like, what's the deal, man?
Well, CPAC just kicked off. You know what I'm saying? It's the
What's
conservative.
CPAC for those that are listening? Some of my audience that listening might not know what CPAC.
Hey, I know what it means, conservative some, but I call it colored people ain't coming. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
That's how I'm looking at it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the CPAC.
Simple
man.
as that. But it's the conservative, right? It's the Conservative Political Action Conference.
Right.
So this is pretty much their pep rally.
Right. It's pretty much a Republican right-wing prep rally where they all come together and then they have the stars of their party. They all are in a conference and they speak and whatnot. And so I guess Trump is making an appearance, on Sunday, right?
Yeah,
it's Sunday.
I guess he capping it off, letting them know that, hey, his son came on and said this ain't CPAC, it's TPAC. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
right.
I look at it like this. Either way, if he does run, if he does become their candidate, if he does win, he only got another 4 years, right? What are the other guys running on? Ted Cruz was up there licking his boots again.
Right.
Josh Hawley up there licking his boots. The governor of Georgia. The governor, all these different governors up there, he got
into it with the governor of Georgia too, because he was trying to strong arm him to overturn the election. Remember, he was looking for what? Just 11,000. He only needed 1,100 votes. Actually, he's looking for another 1,100 votes to swing it his way if they could find it. So it's crazy, man. So basically, on Sunday, they're saying that he may announce that he's going to run for president in 2024. So,
I think that may be another way to try and get some political cover, right?
Right. Yeah, because he has
all this other stuff. Bad news didn't copped out right now, right?
Right.
They didn't got us a hold of them taxes, so him announcing he's running for president may put. It's all about news, and you could tell whoever's running, the background of Trump's soon to be campaign. They're still playing politics, understanding when we should enter into the game and put out our story and put out our narrative of what we want the Americans thinking about, because that tax stuff is starting to hit the front pages. So I think
Right.
Sunday will give him an opportunity to switch that up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then what's going to happen is if he's running for president, he's going to start the campaign fund. So with that the campaign funding, he's going to take that and use those funds to pay for his legal, because he's got cases that are coming up. So he's just going to use this as a fundraiser to go ahead and take, because even his last run for presidency, even when he was trying to fight to impeach the vote, I mean to fight for his impeachment, fight against it. Even when he was doing that, he had fundraisers going on, and if you look at the bottom in the fine print of when you're about to send the donations, which I don't understand. This is like the most beggingest supposed billionaire, stay begging though. But if you look at the fine print, it said only some of the proceeds will be going towards the campaign. So that's all this is. He's going to announce that he's going to run for president, and then by him making the announcement, then he's going to be able to reap the funds and the donations, and he's going to use some of that to go ahead and take care of his legal fees, because he got a whole bunch of stuff coming down the pipe, man. He got a whole bunch of charges coming down the pipeline for him.
Right. It's another money grab. And if I can find a way to get some other apparatus to fund this for me, then so be it. Because why pay for it myself? I'm not known for paying for shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm known for trying to get around stuff. So
Right.
if I announce for president, I get the whole machine behind me, right? Regardless of what people think, the whole machine is going to get behind him. So now you have a defense again, because his defense is gone right now. Why everybody blitzing right now? Everybody hitting B real fast. The blitz is on, so he got to get his defense back on the field, because right now he's in punt formation,
Right.
and can't get a snap off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Can't get a snap off. So I believe if he does announce, it's all to put the Republican political machine back behind him, and then have the Democrats back on that. Oh, here we go again with the Trump stuff, and hey, it might be enough to carry another 4 years. We gonna see.
Right. And here's my thing, man. Like his son said, it's the T-PAC party, not the C-PAC. It's the T-PAC, and for me, the T stands for terrible. You know what I'm saying? Because his administration was terrible. Republicans lost the House, lost the Senate, lost the White House. But here we are. He's still in the mix, and they still have him. Like, there were polls that came out, and they still have him as the front-running Republican candidate. Now, if he's the front-running Republican candidate, he lost the popular vote by both times. Even the election that he did win, he still lost the popular vote by over 3 million. So, obviously, like, I don't get it. Republicans right now are a bunch of losers. He lost, and they're embracing him. The results, he lost. So if you're embracing a loser, what's going to happen again? You're going to lose again, bro.
Well, the key is, okay, and all of this is calculations, right?
No.
If Biden does bad, right? If Biden doesn't do the things he says he's going to do, right? Then that Republicans are going to be beating on that, right? At the same time, while they're trying to uplift their candidate over here. Yeah, we know he lost, but he still got more votes than any other Republican ever, right? So politics is about winning. The Republicans want to win. They want to win because when they get in, they do shit, right?
Right,
They do
right.
things. They put their agenda forward. So if they can go ahead and get behind Trump, keep his voters enthusiastic. Remember, the dudes out there screaming his name, those are congressmen and senators. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They want to stay congressmen and senators. So I got to keep his base enthused to keep them coming out to vote. And I think that's pretty much all it is.
well,
That's all it is. Because what else? Why would you be principled? What's the point? What's
because
the win in being principled right now if you're a Republican?
like like I said on the previous show, I think they're intimidated by his base. I don't think it's so much the votes. I think they're scared for their personal well being and their personal safety. That's what I think. So basically, I'm saying I'm thinking they're cowards. At the end of the day, they can't stand up for themselves and straight cowards because it makes no sense. Okay, he got the most votes out of any Republican president ever. That's a fact. But the fact is that he still lost by 7 million votes. So
Right,
even if it's the best, it still wasn't good enough. Like I said, he
right,
lost he lost a popular vote 2 times in a row. His first presidency, he lost by 3 million. Hillary Clinton had over 3 million votes more than he had. But the electoral votes didn't add up. That's the only reason why he became president.
but
So,
remember, if I can get the Democrats disenchanted, right? Because
right,
right now you have the African American community pushing for reparations, right? And we're gonna be on some of that in a
uh,
minute. And
right,
then you have Hispanics pushing for what they pushing for. Then you
mhm,
have LGBT pushing for what they're pushing for. Then you got Asians out there pushing for what they pushing for. You know, they feel like they've been getting attacked since Trump started calling this the China virus. So there's all
right.
kinds of little groups out there pushing for things. Now,
Yeah,
the group I think that's on the edge are black folks because everybody keeps shitting on these reparations, man. And if you can disenchant them enough for them to not vote, I ain't saying they gonna go vote Republican, but they may just not vote. Which, if Trump's base stays enthusiastic, shit, Republicans could sweep up. They
yeah,
can end up sweeping up if they need to.
yeah,
That's all I'm looking at right now.
yeah.
They're
I don't
calculating.
know. Me personally, I feel where you're coming from. But me personally, like in my opinion, it's a loss. It's an L. Like I seen it coming from the very beginning. I knew it. I knew if anybody that stood next to him would go down from the way he was just firing every other person in his administration. When he left office, he didn't even leave office with a full administration. You know, so I always knew if you stand next to him, you're going down. And then because once he starts going down, he throws you under the bus,
Right.
right? So he's ruined it. He came and he realigned his whole party and ruined them. And he was never a conservative. So why is he at CPAC? Like let like conservative. It's a conservative convention. This dude has baby mamas. This dude married a woman that
A floozy.
would yeah, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna talk about her but he married
I mean, if you want to say, if you want to put her in the box of what a conservative or what Republican politics would say what a president's wife should be, she's all those and more. You know what I'm saying?
right.
They should be calling her all kinds of things because she would be the antithesis of what they expect the first lady to be. And like anything, there were no expectations from this first lady. I've never
Right.
seen a first lady that had no expectations. Nobody expected anything from Melania. They were looking for nothing from her.
Yeah,
Nothing.
exactly. Exactly. And that's what they got.
Exactly. Nothing.
They got a stolen speech from Michelle Obama.
Exactly.
Straight plagiarized speech, and that's it. Nothing. They got
And that's
nothing,
it.
man.
And
So Trump.
some outfits.
So he like this whole is Trump here to stay? He's not
Nah,
here.
he's 70 something, bro.
Yeah,
You know, you talking 4 years from now. I ain't
right,
seeing it. Like you said, it's all about the bread right now. It's all
right,
about getting his money together. You know, I don't know
yeah,
why though. If I'm in Trump's position, I just fall back. But he's letting everybody know that he's not secure right now. There's
right.
something wrong because any old man in his 70s that's supposed to have that much bread, he's supposed to go ahead and fall back. You were a president already.
Yeah,
You should be
he
able to
should be.
fall back.
Yeah, yeah, he should be. He should want to. He shouldn't already be at the convention. Like
Exactly.
you just lost. You just campaign. You should be tired. You know you should be relaxing on an island somewhere. You don't want to be at the CPAC, but you got to do that. You don't want to be at a convention with a whole bunch of people. Like remember when Obama when he left office, Obama wasn't. He was nowhere to be seen for a while. And here Trump is. He's
Right.
already ready about to pop back up. Like he's
Because he
never
knows the
left.
Republicans ain't got nobody though. They ain't got nobody.
But
They don't
they
have
ain't gonna
anybody.
have nobody if they stay rallying around him. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm a Republican strategist, this is how I'm gonna look at it. If I'm a Republican strategist, I'm okay. It's burning down. It's burnt down to the ground. It's time to resurrect it. Like burn it down. Time to resurrect it. We lost the White House. We lost the Senate. Time to resurrect it. Burn it all down. Time to start over. But no, what are they doing? They still hanging on. Still hanging on. Hey, but that's on them, man. You know. And then like we talking about money. You know, we were talking about because at the end of the day, that's all it comes down to is Trump is still remaining in the limelight because he's trying to accumulate some funds to pay for his legal fees. So and
Right.
talking about money and accumulating funds, it look like that boy Jay-Z, man. He stay winning, man. Like look like he's a certified billionaire and he's not going nowhere anytime soon. It looks like, man.
I don't know, man. I don't
Yeah.
know. I kind of look at shit different. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Like, look at the article. Just if you just breeze through the article and look for key points, right? Key points
Uh,
like numbers. Just scroll through and look for some numbers.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Where'd you get the article at? Like, let's get it
What is
cited.
that? Is this New York? Who is this?
It looks like CNBC, man,
But
from CNBC.
I went to several sites,
Oh,
to
okay.
look at the story, right? Just to
Yeah.
put
Yeah.
two and two together. But where the numbers at? That's
Uh,
what I want to know. Show me the numbers.
so this the ace of spades. So he
Yeah,
sells 50% of his champagne brand, the ace of
yeah,
spades. He
right.
getting cashed out. But but is it profitable? Is he really making money?
I'm like, is he? Yeah, is he really making bread? Right?
Uh,
Because where does Ace of Spades sell at?
no, in the finer establishments and
Right, right. At the club.
overseas and
Right, and in the
clubs.
clubs, it could go anywhere from 300 to he got some $30,000 bottles.
Yeah,
You see what I'm
yeah,
saying? So my
yeah,
thing is, ain't nobody bought no bottles this year. Nobody definitely bought no bottles last year, right? Because they're
right,
not showing you no 2020 numbers. They're showing you
yeah,
2019 sales, but they're not showing you no 2020 sales.
yeah.
So
Well, 2020, we all got hit.
50% of what, is my question. He sold
Right,
50% is 50% stake, but what was he really selling? You know what I'm
right.
saying?
I would
What was
say,
he really
man.
selling?
He said, okay. They said they sold more than 500,000 bottles in 2019, and Champagne estimated it fell. It said, wait, we said the coronavirus pandemic hit, so he lost nearly 1.2 million, or it fell. the sales fell by 1.2 million or 18% by volume. So yeah, he lost. Everybody lost money last year. So but I
But
mean,
like I said, if he made a gang of money, I believe they would put the numbers up there.
right?
So I'm like, once again, what else did Jay-Z? What else was he a part of? The Nets,
Yeah,
Title,
uh,
right?
right.
But it always seems like they package everything he does in a way that he owns it. And I think
Uh,
it's only our community. I don't know if we're looking. I mean, yes, we're looking for black folks to do well for sure.
mm-hmm.
But I'm not getting
Most of it,
anything. But I'm
not
not
all.
getting anything
Well,
based off Jay-Z's success. You know what I'm
right.
saying? And the
Mm-hmm.
way they keep, packaging, the things that he does is like, Jay-Z sells, 50% stake in, you know, his champagne. But I'm like, man, is that your champagne? You know what I'm saying? Was this
Right.
really black owned? Did you own the Nets?
Or you
Did you own Title?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Did you own any of these companies? Because most people don't do the digging. Black folks, we see the story, and most of the social media is gonna Jay-Z doing it again. Jay-Z back at it again, making paper.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know. We don't know if he made off Title, but what we do know now after the fact is he only owned Pinky's worth of percentages. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But overall, the
But he getting money
community, we were
though.
holding him up.
Yeah, but he getting money though. At the end of the day, he's getting money, man. I'm not gonna knock him. I know a hustle when I see one, and when I hear one, and
Yeah,
Jay Z
yeah,
a
yeah,
hustler,
yeah.
man.
That's fine. That's fine. But
Jay Z a hustler,
don't
man.
don't continue to they're trying to see Jay-Z is a go-to now for success.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you keep showing black folks celebrity, you know what I'm saying? And it's like they're telling us, hey, this is who you need to follow, Jay-Z. This is who you
Uh-huh.
need to be looking at, Jay-Z. And I don't see it. I'm not
Yeah.
seeing it.
See it.
Because there's a background. There's a background to everything. We did, like I said, the first conversations were, Jay-Z, he a part owner of the Nets.
What he said, I had Oprah on the steps, Obama on the text. Just wait till you see what I about to do next or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But see, that's people, that's us out here thinking that we're living through Jay-Z and thinking that what he does helps us, because most of his businesses, if you look around him, it's always been only others. It's never been us
yeah,
around him.
no, I get it. I get where you're coming from and what you're saying, you know. But at the end of the day, man, he plays his position, man. He's a mogul in the game. He playing his position. You
Well,
know,
hopefully he ain't playing against us.
he in it. He
Hopefully
in
he's
it. To,
not playing against us.
I
Because
mean,
remember,
that's it.
I think we're beyond kneeling. We're done with kneeling. Like, no,
Yeah,
I
that
wasn't.
NFL left a bad taste. The NFL thing left a bad taste in my mouth. I will say that with the whole Kaepernick thing, that left
And that's what I'm
a bad
saying.
taste in my
If
mouth.
you gonna be it, then be it.
Mm, right.
Don't be afraid to say what needs to get said. And I can still see, regardless of his mogul status and what
Mm.
people think, yada yada yada, he still ain't gonna say what needs to be said.
I don't know, man. He was going in on that J Electronica album, man. The J Electronica album, he was on some stuff, man. And Farrakhan is all through the album, man. So for him to appear on that, and he was talking his stuff, man. He really was talking his stuff. So bottom line, it's just like social media. Everybody makes it look like it's something, but really, with our Instagram, you holding somebody else's money. And that's not your car. It's Instagram. Now, I totally get it, but he's doing it in the business world. In whatever he's doing, he's getting paid doing it. He may not own 100%, may not own 30%, 10%, but he got his foot in the door and he getting his change and he moving like a mogul. He's getting money. So I'm not gonna fault him, but like of course, like with anything from ESPN to Fortune 500 with anything. The headlines usually, aren't true. They're fake. So yeah, you may be right. You may be right. He might, 50% of what? 50. What does the 50% entail?
I'm only saying that because the dominant society uses people like Jay-Z to tell the lower masses that really ain't got it that, hey, look at him. Like, you guys
Yeah,
really aren't doing that bad because look at him. And then if he's
yeah,
up there saying that your struggle really isn't as bad as you're saying it is, you see what I'm saying? He's working against it because the numbers are the numbers. And so regardless what he says from up on the hill, I take that with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? Because now
yeah,
you're up on the hill. You've now had money longer than you didn't.
yeah,
So your whole, regardless of what you think, your mindset's gonna change.
yeah.
And I just don't want you being I don't want people confusing the broader society with what Jay-Z and Beyonce are broadcasting out there, because
Yeah.
most
Oh yeah,
99% of black folks ain't that.
yeah, and yeah. I mean, a win for them ain't a win for us. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I don't look at it like that.
But
Not
the
at all.
dominant society will. They
But
always have, right?
well, he
They
said
always
Jay Z
throw the
said it
Oprahs at
himself.
us. Hmm.
Jay Z said it himself. He said, "What I eat, what you eat, don't make me shit." You know what I'm saying? Like what he eat ain't got nothing. Ain't gonna make me shit. So I don't benefit from him eating. I'm rooting for him. But at the end of the day, that's not gonna. He's not gonna. It's not paying my car payment. It's not putting money in my daughter's college fund. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we here evening
But
out the odds. You know what I'm saying?
right, but we need people like Jay-Z to come out and say, "Hey, we need reparations." You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Uh,
We need
yeah,
we
but
because
see,
the
he
masses
been
see,
saying
and
that.
that's
He
the
been saying
problem.
that in the bars. He been saying that in the
All
bars.
right.
So yeah,
Well,
you're
you
right.
keep saying it
You
in
need to
music.
get up.
Stop acting. Stop metaphoring it, and stop
Uh,
putting it in subliminals, and just come out and say it,
right.
because it ain't a game, man. I'm sure he's been around. He's from where he's from. His neighborhood still exists. Uh,
Right.
we can't eat your bars, homie.
Right.
Say what needs to get said and use your influence for things to move in a positive way. I don't care you keep getting rappers out of jail. I don't care about you getting
Okay.
dudes with money out of jail.
Right.
That's just
Right.
more of a slap in the face. Go get the cats out of jail that can't pay their way out of jail. Go get them. I don't care
Right.
about all these other suckers you getting out of jail, man. They ain't doing
Yeah.
nothing
Well,
for the community.
he has done some stuff, man. Put some water in Africa and all that. They didn't got the irrigation systems going, and he's done a lot, man. And my thing is,
Man,
you
where is
can't.
school at? Where is school
We
at?
we
Where the
my thing.
academy at, man?
Look, look.
Anything
I say
small.
like this. You can't. Oh, we should have did it. Speaking of school, I forgot about the whole the LeBron James, man. We're gonna cover that. We're gonna cover that next. But you can't put the plight of one man. I mean, one man can only do so much, man.
Yeah, you can.
But look, this my only gripe with Jay Z. This is my only slight is besides him shooting his brother, besides him blasting his brother, but I'm not his brother, so Other than that, the NFL thing. Those two things got me looking at him like, I don't know about this cat. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure, but he making power moves, man. He a hustler. I respect all the hustlers, man. He out there getting it, so I ain't even mad at him, man. At the end of the day, you know, he's showing he's making he look one of the bars he said I gross more in a fiscal year than any of these rappers could wish to. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear
Right.
about just fiscal. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't hear terms like that. Like he brought the entrepreneurship, the hustle to hip hop, the business acumen to hip hop. Him with Dame Dash, in the background. You know what I'm saying? Or making stuff go and Biggs. So they brought the entrepreneur spirit and the hustler spirit, and then you could do it yourself, and you against the machine. That's what Jay Z symbolizes to me, and to see him going on as a mogul, selling stakes of his own companies, or even just being involved in the mix. We don't, like you said, we don't know what's going on under the hood. We don't know, but
Right.
we do know he's in the mix, though. You know, we do know he's in the mix. You know, so
Hey,
look,
I wish these cats would do something revolutionary, man.
right? I
You
feel
know what I'm
you.
saying?
I feel you. And I got hope for him. You know, with the dreads twisted, and like I said, if y'all haven't listened to that, haven't heard the Jay Electronica and Jay Z album, go check that out. It's on a whole different level, and they're talking on a different level on some real. It's black. It's that album. You know, go check that out when you get a chance. But speaking of money, you know, hustler like myself, man, I hope to find these dogs, man. Like I'm looking out for Lady Gaga's dogs, man. She got she got a $500,000 reward for the return of her two dogs. Like what happened was her dog walker was shot while he was walking the dog.
Right.
You know, and then there are
Somebody
two
was waiting
dogs
on
were
them.
kidnapped.
Somebody was waiting on them.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? That's the only thing I can see. What's the dog's
Yeah.
name? Koji and Gustav.
I don't even know. I don't even know, man.
Koji and Gustav, man. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
I don't even know, man. But yeah, the dogs, man. That's sad. Like, so these people, some savages, man, just straight plotted, shot the dog walker, and took the dogs, man. That's on some
Yep.
savage stuff, bro.
Yeah, the dog walker in the hospital in critical condition. You know what I'm
Yeah, they
saying?
say he's doing better.
Yeah, I seen the little surveillance tape of the dudes. You know, when they jumped out the car on him. You
Uh,
know, there was really nothing he could do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because the initial surprise of it would throw you off because you like, man, what they want. You know what I'm saying? They
right.
trying to rob me, but nah, these dudes here trying to get these dogs. These cats
That's
been waiting
cold,
on these
man.
dogs. They've been waiting on them dogs, man, for
Right.
some odd
But it
reason.
looked
I don't
like,
know what's.
did
Go
it get
ahead.
recovered? The dog. Okay, one of the dogs got recovered. Yeah, it looked like one of them might have got recovered, man. I wonder if somebody won that, got that 500,000, man.
Hmm.
You see what the story say? Eyes been on new movie. But go back up, go back. Gustav and Kojo. I thought you was making. That really is the dog name. I thought you was really making up names, man. Anyone who has. Oh yeah, it looks like the dogs are they recovered? Hold up.
Yeah, I think they might be recovered. Yeah, it looks like they might
No,
be
no, only
recovered.
one, only one. So there's three dogs. One ran away, and they found the one that ran away. But the two that got kidnapped, they haven't found them yet, man. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna read this story because I'm about to our next episode. I'm about to be counting 500 live on live on the 426 show, man. You know what I mean? About to recover Gustav and Kojo. I'm coming, baby. You know what I'm
You know
saying?
what I'm
I'm a
saying?
hustler, man. You know what I
I'm
mean?
sure there's people on the streets right now they looking for them dogs.
Yeah, man.
You know, I
And
mean,
that's
I mean,
sad.
if you ain't got nothing to do, you might as well put a little bit of time.
Shit, why
Especially if
not?
I was homeless out in the streets, I'd be definitely be on the hunt.
Man, go from sleeping in your car to 500 grand. You
You don't
own.
know, no questions. Shit.
Yeah.
If you knock on the door with the dog, knowing her, she's the type of bro, she probably let you stay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know,
Yeah.
them people be in love with their dogs like that, man. You end up finding a new home and shit.
Yeah, man.
You
That's
stay, you be the new
crazy, man.
dog, the new dog walker.
Right. So
She
hopefully
gonna
with
have to
you,
pay her dog walkers big bread going forward.
hell yeah,
That
you
might
got
be a good job right there.
with a bulletproof vest. You're gonna have to walk with a
Hell yeah.
bulletproof vest.
You gonna have to
Have
walk
a-
her dogs. You have to be in the car and the dogs, outside the car or something. Or they gonna need
Yeah.
to be on a treadmill.
Yeah. See,
Cause
this is why we say we even out the odds going on in this odd world, man. Because this is just an odd story, man. Like, who thinks of kidnapping a celebrity's two dogs and then shooting a person to do it? Like, that's just odd.
man, you know, I can't even wrap my mind around it. It's like for some dogs, for some dogs,
For some dogs, man.
like did you want the dogs, or was somebody else gonna buy the dogs, or yeah, I can't call it a publicity stunt because homeboy, got shot. If he would have just got punched in the face, then I would have been like, I don't know, maybe they trying to. She got an album coming out, you know what I'm saying? But he got shot, so I don't want to. I don't want to, put any, kick any dirt on him. You know what I'm saying? I want to. I want to believe this is real. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, man. Well, congratulations to Lady Gaga, man. But there goes my 500,000. So I just got an alert sent to me, and it says that a woman dropped off the dogs to police on Friday. She appears to be uninvolved and unassociated with Wednesday night's attack. So, glad Lady Gaga was able to recover her dogs. And I guess I'm gonna have to just go ahead and play the lottery, man. Because that
Yeah, I
500,000
wonder.
ain't coming to me.
Yeah, did somebody? I don't know, man. I don't know how she get the dogs. That just leaves more questions. But they said no questions asked. So
Yeah,
here the dogs. Give me
yeah,
my bread.
yeah. And it says she appears to be uninvolved and unassociated with what happened on Wednesday.
So how the hell
So
she get the dogs, man?
I don't know. She dropped them off at the police station, though.
Yeah, I don't get it, man. Uninvolved, unassociated. How you get the dogs?
Let me
You
see.
know what
Let
I'm
me
saying?
see
They
if
was
I
just
can.
sitting there, and you seen. Oh, there they go.
Yeah, she might
Then
have. You
you went
never
to the
know,
police
man.
station. I ain't going to
Women
the
are
police
smart.
station. I'm going straight to Gaga's house. I ain't going to the police station with them dogs, man. For what? I'm not
uh,
trying to split none of the bread. I ain't trying to have nobody. you I'm going straight to her house with them dogs.
uh,
And I'm trying to leave her
yeah.
with something. She gonna say something about transferring money, a check. I'm gonna be like, nah, sweetheart, I need to leave with something right now.
Mm,
With a piece of it. Let me live with a piece of it right now.
uh. Well, if you go to the police station, then she got to honor you. You know what I'm saying? She got to honor that. Like, hey, look, I'm at the police station. I dropped the dogs off like you said. I mean, I found the dogs like you said. Go ahead, run me that 500,
But
500 grand, man.
I'm trying to establish a long term friendship.
Right.
you know what I'm
You
saying?
said you gonna go
For
to the
down
house,
10 years later, I'm working there.
huh?
10 years later, you
Yeah.
still see me there.
So
I'm
she
working.
said, okay, Lady Gaga's representative and detectives went to the station and confirmed they were her dogs. But Lady Gaga, she's in Rome right now. So the woman who dropped off the dogs there said that she was not involved with the kidnappers, the original kidnappers or whatnot. And so and then you got some good people out there. Some people, man, like I'm a good person myself, but if you offering 500,000, I'm gonna take it. But you
Yeah,
have
yeah.
some people that'll be like, oh no, just go ahead, But I'm
Yeah,
I'm
you don't
not
have to
I'm
pay
not
me.
I love dogs, and I love dogs too. But if there's a reward being offered, and
Yeah, yeah.
and
But like I
yeah,
said, if I found the dogs, the next door you hear, oh, Big Will, OC found them dogs.
right.
Like, where's he at? Oh, he in Rome. What he doing in Rome? Lady Gaga was
Right.
in Rome.
Lady
He would go meet
Gaga
her
was
over there.
right. Yeah, so I'm glad that she got the dogs back. The dog walker that got shot, he's recovery and doing better, and hopefully he makes it. And that's cool, man. That's the end of that story.
Right.
Hopefully that person really did get the 500,000, man, and can use it and do something with it. That's good, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Hey, win
Speaking of
win.
money, look. Speaking of money, yeah, Obama.
Your
So
boy
we look at
Barry.
yeah, we look at. I came across something from the Grio on Obama. Looks like he was on a podcast with Bruce Springsteen, the Born in the USA guy. And we're gonna go ahead. We'll just go ahead and play this. Like, go ahead and play it. Let you guys hear some of the discussion on Obama with reparations.
Is it prepared to consider reparations? Do you think we're at that place right now?
So if you ask me theoretically, are reparations justified? The answer is yes. There's not much question, right? That the wealth of this country, the power of this country, was built in significant part, not exclusively, maybe not even the majority of it, but a large portion of it was built on the backs of slaves.
The White House, Mike.
They built the house I stayed in for a while. What is also true is that even after the end of formal slavery and the continuation of Jim Crow, the systematic oppression and discrimination of Black Americans resulted in Black families not being able to build up wealth, not being able to compete. And that has generational effects. So if you're thinking of what's just, you would look back and you would say the descendants of those who suffered those kinds of terrible, cruel, often arbitrary injustices deserve some sort of redress, some sort of compensation, a recognition.
How do you,
Yeah, man. So what you think of that? What you think of that? What's your take on that, man?
He said he tried to make it, palatable for everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yes, moderate thinking Black folks will say, okay, he said that theoretically we deserve it, and he gave, put a few facts to it, but he kind of, gave himself an out when he said, it was built on our backs to maybe not the majority, maybe not all of it. You know what I'm saying? So
But it's
I
significant.
believe,
He
but
said,
it's
but it's
significant.
significant.
But I believe he did all that. He did all that, and that's what I'm talking about. Why can't they just speak unapologetically and just say it? Just say what needs to be said and not add all the extras to allow the his fans to clean it up for him. You know what I'm saying? Don't
Right.
don't leave anything that needs to be explained. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
We got to now we have to break down what he said, because he didn't say just what needs to get said. The question got asked simply. He could have just said yes. Yes. Not theoretically.
Mm-hmm.
Theoretically is what put the question mark and put the quotations around the whole thing, and that's what I didn't like. But
Mm-hmm.
you know, Obama slick talking Negro, man.
Yeah,
So,
see, and me, I see where you're coming from, but I look at Obama, like in his day and age, he was like my man, that the first black baseball player to be in the Major League Baseball, not the Negro League. What's my dude? Like I look at it, like I look at Obama like that, man. Like
Jackie Robinson.
Jackie Robinson. Yeah. I look at. I'm terrible with names, man. If y'all don't know, if y'all don't know, I'm awful with names, but I'm on point with everything else. You know what I mean? I know who I'm talking about. Yeah, but yeah, with Jackie Robinson, Obama was kind of like the same thing, except he was just a little bit more. He was a little bit more on his blackness. A lot of black people rip Obama and try to say he hasn't done anything for black people, hasn't done anything for us specifically. But my whole thing is their whole family, the way they carried themselves with dignity and honor in the White House, flex intellect, You know,
What does that mean? So we already had the Cosby Show.
right?
So we didn't have a lot of symbolism, man. We didn't had a lot of
No,
symbolism already.
yeah, we had
And
the
and
Cosby Show,
Obama saying that it was he just thought there was too much hate. You know what I'm saying? There was just too much hate from the dominant society that he just didn't feel like reparations would go anywhere, right? So he just didn't want to entertain it. You know, he just became another one of those bootstrap Negroes, right? Pull yourselves up by your bootstraps, right?
Right.
So now you begin touting the same words. Rising tide will lift all boats. Black folks are not trying to hear that. That's not what we're on right now. See, you created your own slogan that black folks were not on. We're on the reparations now movement.
Right.
That's the movement we own. And you thought, I don't think it will work. So just say it, because your constituency, right? The people who voted for you, they're not going to be upset that you say it. But politics means I gotta be the president for all Americans, not just black Americans.
Right.
And that's
Now,
where we lose.
Good. That's a pretty good Obama, man. That's pretty good Barack.
And that's where we lose.
big old Obama, man.
Hey.
Yeah. Now, I hear you, but this like I said, this is how this is my viewpoint of it. Like I said, black people, a lot of black people try to say he didn't do anything for black people. He did.
Lay it out.
I mean, let's be real about it. I mean,
lay it out.
I mean, a lot of people have health insurance that didn't have health insurance.
That was for everybody.
It was for everybody, but who benefited the most?
Specifically for black people? Nah,
no, it wasn't specifically for black people.
Black people don't go to the doctors anyway. We don't go to the doctors.
But still, now if you got to
matter?
go to the doctor, now if you got to go to the doctor, now you can. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's 9 times out of 10 it's terrible programs, but it's programs that we didn't have access to before he rolled that out. Okay, so that's one. The healthcare, because we all need insurance. We all need to be able to go to the doctor when we need to go to the doctor. So that's very important, and we did benefit from that the most. Secondly, you've never had when he spoke out about Trayvon. That was so powerful to the fact that the police looked at that as him declaring war on the police officers.
When he spoke out, what happened?
When he spoke out about Trayvon, what happened? The police looked at it as him declaring war on police. Like to this day, police.
What happened with the case?
Huh?
What happened with the case?
What happened with the case? The dude got off.
No power.
And suckers rather shoot other black people than shoot a man that assassinated a teenage black kid. You know what I'm saying? A teenage black kid that could be anything. Like everybody, we all had our juvenile stints in life. I mean, white, black, Mexican, Asian, doesn't matter. Everybody then got into
listen,
a little mischief.
What did Obama call the rioters in Ferguson?
I don't even remember.
Thugs. He's not on our team, bro. I mean, and I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna kick dirt all over Obama.
Some of the people was tearing shit up. There was some thugs out there. There was. And then,
see, when you say that, that's just such a small sliver of the people out there. Because at the end of the day, if you know real gangsters don't go on the street and do that. Those are youth. The youth. Man, when I was 16, 17, 18, I would have been out there doing that. That's what I would have been doing.
Yeah, but
now real gangsters, nah.
Real gangsters is pulling up with the trucks, bro. Real gangsters.
I don't think it was real gangsters coming up out of the van store. They weren't coming up out of the van store. That wasn't them coming up out of
Oh yeah,
Tilly's.
no, that's juvenile stuff right there. But
That's
you
what I'm
better
saying.
believe people.
That's most of the stuff that was going on though.
Yeah, but you better believe there's people involved, man. And then okay. So let's say a black couple got into the White House and just started acting up, acting ignorant, acting like they don't have no type of coof, no type of class, and just getting involved in all type of scandals and kind of find out they just stole this and sold that, and then when they make public appearances and they talk and they're just like, when they talk, it's just like they have no sense of intelligence and they're just using all type of just slang language and all that. And do you think that'd be a disservice to black people, or do you think that wouldn't matter?
I don't think it would matter.
I
Because
definitely
the people that didn't like Obama didn't like him. Why?
a lot of people that didn't like Obama didn't like him because he was black. Other
Okay,
people
so
didn't.
stop right there. So regardless of how he talks, if they get up in there and act like this, act like that, they wouldn't have liked him anyway. So why not get in there and do what the whole world thought you was gonna do? Because when they say somebody to go ahead and put something on the table for black folks, the whole world believed that this cat here gonna put something on the table.
But like
You know what I'm saying?
I'm like
Something
them, like,
different.
well, it was something different. Like just seeing somebody like that, just seeing somebody looking like
man,
him.
here you go with the symbols again.
Something.
Back with the symbols again.
I mean, it's just a fact. It's just a
Back
fact.
with the symbols
It's not a symbol. It's a fact. It's like
a
if I'm a little
he should have
kid,
did something with the housing market. See, if he wanted to help us, he should have did something with the housing market. Black wealth went, man. Most black folks lost their bread with these housing markets and all the things that went on with these banks, man.
Yeah, with the
about that.
the subprime industry and all that. Yeah,
Doing about that.
He caught up. He's caught up in the wave when he get. I mean, that's when he came into office. You know what I'm saying? And then that's
man,
when he
saw
came
Trump
into
give
office.
bread away. You seen Trump give bread away.
Look. What bread Trump give away?
All the stimulus money, all his tax cuts, the tax cuts that he threw in, right when he came into office, man, that's giving bread away. Trillions.
Yeah, the tax cuts to the rich. Yeah,
Trillions.
To the rich.
When's the last time you heard the conservative party say we need to stop spending? Because during Obama, everything was about spending. During Trump, they mentioned nothing about spending.
Hey, up until Trump, conservatives were always about spending. Up until Trump, they were always about the deficit. Up until Trump, they were always worried about the deficit, always worried about unnecessary spending. Until Trump came in office, then they forgot about all that.
But it's always, we always say, well, Al Sharpton, what did he say? He need another 4 years. He need another 4 years. Well, it doesn't matter. He was another.
Al Sharpton and Tekashi, they the same people. They both rap.
Okay, but just like everybody was saying that was on the team, another 4. When he get in the second 4 years, and he gonna make everything happen. The second 4 years, right. His second term. Just hold on, black folks. Just hold on. His second term, it's gonna happen for you.
Right. All right.
Nothing happened.
All right. Look, body cams.
To do what? Show us getting killed and the police still get off. So body cams.
Huh?
Police got the body cam, they turn it off.
Yeah, they're not supposed to be turning it off though.
Or they got the body cam on, you still see the murder, they don't go to jail.
Yeah, but they are being held accountable. Like we just did a show. Now they're starting to be held accountable. And that happened because of black people being killed. That didn't happen because even though statistically white Americans are killed more by police than black Americans, because white Americans, they're pressing the police and they
just outnumber black folks.
Yeah, they outnumber us and everything.
But when we look at it,
yes. So with the body cams, body cams was a move to hold police accountable because police have been wreaking havoc in black neighborhoods since the slavery days. So that was something, and that was something major, to the point that the police blame him, and they say he declared war on them because he's trying to hold. He wanted to hold police accountable for their actions. So that was something. And my whole thing is, that's it. You say the symbolism doesn't count, but and I'm not one for symbolism. Like I don't want symbolism. I want
You don't want hope and change. You don't want hope you can believe in.
no. I want tangibles. I want tangibles.
Not hope you can believe in.
Yeah, no, but I want tangibles. Actually, things that you could see and touch. Right. Actual.
Yeah, it makes sense to me. Makes sense to
but,
me.
But in this instinct, could he have did more? Yes. Could he have done less? Most definitely. Most definitely, he could have did a lot less. So for people to say that he hasn't done anything, didn't do anything, I don't think that's accurate, because all I know is before my father passed away, my father, rest in peace, my senior, before he passed away 11 years ago, he said, "I'll never see a black president." He said, "We'll never see a black president in our lifetime." He passed away the year before Obama.
Yeah, you seen the so-called black president.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying,
you got to see a so-called. You got to see an African mixed with a white man.
Yeah, African mixed with white man. Yeah.
At the end of the day, that wasn't a nigga from Detroit.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Kwame Kilpatrick was locked up. What do you?
Exactly.
Yeah,
we trying to see a cat like that in the White House.
Yeah, I mean, he had he was locked up. Gators in the closet, and he was locked up, man. You know what I mean? But
that's what I'm saying.
But what I'm saying is, my father didn't get a chance to witness that. My dad was a very intelligent man, and he never would believe that America was going to let somebody that looked like Obama into the White House. So just the fact that Obama served in the White House, not just one term, but 2 terms, right? Not just one term, but 2 terms. And he's dignified and intelligent, the way he carried himself, the way he handled things, you know what I mean? The way he went about his business, you know, great orator. We can't take that from him. Great orator, you know, not a BSer, but an orator, you know what I'm saying? You can't take that from him. But just the fact that he stands there, he's an inspiration for the next kid, with now seeing that it is possible for a black person to actually occupy the White House, for black families to occupy the White House. So when people try to take it all away, he didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing. It's like he said, 400 years. He's like, people wanted him to reverse over 400 years. We go back to 1619. People want him to reverse all that in 8 years. That's impossible. But he could have took a step. But I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna send, look, Obama, you follow me on Twitter. Check this out. This match for real on Twitter. You follow me on Twitter. The black people saying you didn't do enough while you were in office. What you could do now is you can help get behind the push for reparations. Be a huge influence on the push on reparations, man. If Obama really got behind it.
Yeah, but you think he will? And if he
yeah, you know what,
man?
I think I'm starting to think as it's picking up steam, I think he will, man.
But you saying pick up steam? See when I hear words like pick up steam, I think in my mind to the bills that are already been on the table.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In regards to reparations and things like that, there's already been things on the table. You know, we have a whole congressional black caucus.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And to act like they don't know what the issues are is crazy. And there's already HR 40, right? HR 40 is the commission to study and develop reparation proposals for African American Act. That's been around for a long time. Right.
So that's what I'm saying. But here's the thing: reparations are more in the headlines today than ever. That's what I mean by pick up
Why?
steam. That's what I mean by pick up steam. And the Black Caucus, like everybody like jumps on the Joe Biden about the crime bill and all this and that. Like I'm on Joe Biden's head too. But the Black Caucus signed off on that as well as a whole bunch of a lot of black people.
Listen,
And the HR 40's they've been kicking that can in Washington for a while now. So,
Joe,
but who can get it done? Like a voice, Obama as a voice can help get it done. So if he gets behind it, I'm Obama, Mr. President, Mr. 45, Mr. President. Like, come on, brother, get with us, man. Get with us and push this reparations, man. Get with us, make it happen, man. Get with Claude Anderson, man. Get with Ice Cube. I know you like hip hop, you like Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Get with Ice Cube. Get with us, man. And let's make it happen. Like for him, this is why I'm saying what I'm saying is because now it's in conversation. Like he hearing what people saying. So that's why him and Springsteen are talking about. Huh?
It's been in conversation though.
Yeah, but not with him. Not coming off his lips. Like before, you risk reparations. He want to change the subject, just like the vice president, like Camilla, just like her. You speak on reparations, they want to change the subject. And then I was riding with Bernie until Bernie they asked him about reparations. He said, "Huh? Well, how are we supposed to do that?" Like, come on, man. You can come with all type of formulas for all type of programs, but when it comes to reparations, you want to act like it's impossible. You confused, so that Bernie lost me there.
Exactly, because he went from free college for everybody to you can't get 12% of the people no recompense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I understand that too, and so that's why it's imperative that if black people don't agree with reparations, don't say nothing.
Exactly. Those like shut up. Herschel Walker, shut up. Like for real.
Larry Elder, shut up.
Larry
Just
Elder,
don't say
like
nothing.
Come on, man. Like Larry Elder mad because he used to get bullied in the hood or something. Now you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like you used to get bullied in Compton or something, so now you want to speak down on your people all the time. Like any black person out there, man, that want to speak down on your people and tear down your people, like now is the time to shut up. It's like you either with us or you against us. That's how I'm looking at the situation. And Obama, you need to get with us, bro. You need to get with us. Look, Barry. I think Barry just might, man. Look, and why didn't the question remains? Why didn't he speak on reparations when he was in office and everything? So go ahead and play the second clip, man, of this interview with Bruce Springsteen.
As president, knowing all of the above,
Right.
push or prepare the nation for something that feels, as you say, so justified,
Well,
or not?
And so this then brings us to, could you actually get that kind of justice? Could you get a country to agree and own that history? And my judgment was that as a practical matter, that was unattainable. We can't even get this country to provide decent schooling for inner city kids. And what I saw during my presidency was that the politics of white resistance and resentment, the talk of welfare queens and the talk of the undeserving poor and the backlash against affirmative action, all that made the prospect of actually proposing any kind of coherent, meaningful reparations program struck me as politically not only a non-starter, but potentially counterproductive. And it's
I'm gonna let you go ahead with that one. I'm gonna let you go ahead with that one.
Like I said, he is not going to say what needs to be said. He's going to always try to be diplomatic. He's always going to give himself an out. And yeah, I'm not going to say that what he's saying is completely untrue. That there may have been a lot of pushback against that from the dominant society. But who cares? Who cares? You know who don't care about pushback? The LGBTQ. You know who doesn't care about pushback? The dreamers. You know who doesn't care about pushback? The Chinese. Feeling like they're getting played right now. So I never hear anybody else telling other communities to shelf their grievances or shelf the things that they feel like are necessarily for their community. So only thing I can say is Obama is not from our community. Technically. Right?
Right.
So I believe that by calling him black, people put a lot of assumptions on what they think he should know. And, you know, talking to a lot of black people over the course of my life, depending on where you come from, everybody didn't necessarily have the same experience, right?
Right.
So with that, I just sit back and say, no, all black people are not a monolith, but when it comes to reparations, we all need to get on the same page.
Right.
Because it's not going to hurt anybody for us to ask for our just due. That's how I'm looking at it.
Right. My take on it is, yeah, like, I mean, regardless of what, like, okay, so you know you got a second term. First term, that wouldn't have worked. You wouldn't have got a second term. If you would have put, if that had been on the table, that would have been, if he was trying to propose things like that in his first term, that wouldn't have worked. But in your second term, by your last 2 to 3 years, 3 to 2 years, he should have been setting up. You should have been setting up something to build off of, to springboard off of, for the next person to pick up. Like just saying that it was going to cause this dissension and pushback, and I mean, you were getting that anyway, just because of the fact that you had a black wife. Just the fact that you had black children, you got a wife with curves, and you know, just that simple fact, you're getting pushback. So that's a poor excuse for not putting it on the table, because he could have did that in his last couple of years. He could have like with the healthcare, with the whole healthcare thing. Okay, the healthcare you got tons of pushback from that, and it's not, and it wasn't perfect. It's not perfect. There's still some things that need to be tweaked with it. So just like you laid out healthcare, you could have laid out a program for reparations. It didn't have to be perfect, but the next person could come behind them and tweak it, and we'd be a lot further. So
or he could have just went to all them black folks in the Black Caucus and said, hey, there's a reparations HR 40. What's going on with that? Let's get that moving.
Right. Well, yeah.
But it didn't go nowhere.
Yeah, he could have did something. He could have did something to put things in motion, man. And he should have did something.
But how many of the prominent black people were critiquing him at the time?
I mean, there were some people, man. There
Not a
were some
lot,
people
man. Not a
like
lot.
that.
Everybody trying to get in the White House.
Yeah, they
Everybody
trying
trying to get in. Everybody trying to get in, get some FaceTime, get some pictures with the Obamas, and all that nonsense. So, even Al Sharpton came out his mouth and said clearly, I'm not going to critique Obama at all. At
right.
all. He didn't have nothing negative to say.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Well, my thing
So,
is though, you don't want to say you don't want to like I would critique him too, but I wouldn't want to do it in public. I would, if especially if I had
there you
access to
go.
him, if I had access to
Politics
him.
is public.
No, well, I mean, if I had access to him personally, that's one thing.
See,
But I'm not
the
about to
personal
tear
stuff
him
don't ever
down,
get talked about, though.
huh?
The personal stuff don't ever get talked about, right? You
But
got
if
to
you
put
have
it out there in public.
if you have like Al Sharpton don't have to put it in public unless Obama ain't doing nothing after he get in his ear like, hey, Obama, let's get this reparations going, and he ain't doing that. Then that's when you come out in the public and you like, yo, let's get this like I talked to him. He don't want to listen. Maybe the people can get him to listen. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do that, man. But as far as like critiquing them and tearing them down and stuff like that, I wouldn't do that. It's just like,
that's what the other side did.
yeah,
So,
that's exactly. It's like you're doing what the other side's doing already. So it's like I'm not.
yeah, but the critiques from the other side, I believe, curtailed him from doing things, right? Because listen to what he just said. He didn't do it because what he thought some other people would think.
Right.
So since he felt like he was getting so much heat, I'm not going to even bring up nothing about black folks, because the what people are saying out there is Obama was afraid to even say black.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? That's the sentiment that black people have when it comes from Obama. Yes, black folks are proud that they had a so-called black man as president, but you still have another faction that says, okay, but what did you do? Like you said, what were the tangibles? And listen, when I say what did Obama do for black folks, I just say that because, there's nothing we can reach out and grab, quickly and say, oh, but what about that right there? We have to, go research and dig up some shit and find out about the black, unemployment rate, how it went down under Obama, find out about, the money he put for HBCUs, find out about the some of the consent decrees that he had as far as, prison reform was concerned, the things he did for juveniles, taking away solitary confinement for juveniles. So I'm not going to say he didn't do anything. He did a lot of things, but
exactly.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
All the clemencies. I actually met somebody that was doing time on Terminal Island, right off of Long Beach, Terminal Island, and he had a drug offense, marijuana drug offense, and he received clemency from Obama. He was a black man, So and I mean he did it for hundreds of people, way more people than what Trump did. But Trump was smart about it. Trump ran Super Bowl commercials with the people that he did it for and everything. He marketed it better,
Right.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
and that's another thing. Obama was trying to be too diplomatic, man. He was trying to be too clean. It's like, man, they made you get rid of your pastor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if you didn't think black folks started looking at you side eye after that, then come on, man.
Right.
Most black folks were really looking side eye like, I don't know. Is this cat really because I wouldn't have gave up Pastor James if somebody told me to. What part of the game is that?
We don't play with the church. When it comes to the church, they don't play with the church, man.
Exactly. Obama showed you that he was that weak to where you can put enough pressure for him to denounce his pastor. The dude who married him. The dude who married him.
He's doing a balancing act, man. He's doing a balancing act, but his last couple
But
years.
even with the balancing act, they still don't like him.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Even with they still don't. But you know what? Actually, he is the most liked president. He's one of them. Like if he ran again, if he could run again, he would win. He would win if he could run again. But he can't, and he's in the public sector now. So that's why he needs to go ahead and jump on this reparations train and be one of the main conductors and get us what we're due. If Obama became a flagship leader with reparations, we will be getting reparations for sure, bro. They're gonna figure it out. Just due to
You
the
know,
fact,
I believe sometimes, and listen to what we're talking about right now, right? Name me another group of people where celebrities are their spokesman, where
right,
celebrities are the ones who are pushing for their, where celebrities are pushing their political agenda. There ain't one. It's only us. Jewish people don't use Seinfeld to do shit. And that was one of the most popular comedians for years and years and years and years and years. But he wasn't speaking nothing political. You see what I'm saying? We look
right.
to our celebrities to speak for the whole of black folks. And I don't like that because I don't hold celebrities up. I don't believe they know shit. I don't know why Cardi B is talking to Joe Biden. That's just more to make us look crazy. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
How does that help us that Cardi B is speaking to Joe Biden?
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
It's all optics. It helps Joe Biden that Cardi B is speaking to Joe Biden. It don't help us. First of all, Cardi B ain't black. And
Exactly.
But yeah, and you know, and there was actually a poll too. I'm gonna show you the poll. There was actually a poll where it said that black people aren't looking towards celebrity status, aren't influenced by celebrity status anymore when it comes to celebs trying to market products and politics. So it was like the majority. It was like something like 70% said they don't or something like that. But so you know, I think we are waking up as a people. There's a bunch of different movements. There's a bunch of different people that are becoming more political savvy. There's a bunch of different organizations out there, but the problem is everybody's too spread out, you know, and everybody has the same goal. Some people have the same goal, but they all have different identities and they all identify in different ways with different principles to accomplish the same goals. So I'm just saying, Obama isn't the president, though. Obama isn't a celebrity. Obama was the president. So that's
Obama's
why.
a celebrity now.
No, that's why I think he's a former president. He's a former leader of the United States of America. So that's why I think
he's a celebrity.
At the forefront.
What shows you seen George Bush on? What's the last show you seen George Bush on?
I don't even know, man. I haven't seen George Bush on anything. Only time I see George Bush now is when he hugging Michelle and they trying to run with stories with Michelle and George Bush as like good friends or whatever. Or that's Jeb Jr. too, not the original. But yeah, like, you know, I think just because of the fact that Obama is so savvy, the most recognizable, liberals love him, the white liberals love him, white America, you know, half of white America loves him. I think him, and on top of having a law degree, I think he would bring a lot to the table when it comes to reparations. He can get us over the hump to where people would start looking at it different versus Reverend Jesse Jackson or
hey. Obama's not getting no reparations.
Yeah, he's not. He's
You see
not.
what I'm
He's not
saying?
even.
You
Yeah,
see what I'm
he's not.
saying?
He's not even. He's not first generation American.
Yeah, he don't qualify.
I mean,
You
yeah,
see
he
what I'm
won't
saying?
qualify. Yeah, he won't
So,
qualify.
so you see where the confusion lies, just in everything, man.
Yeah,
Because
that's a bar.
they're gonna keep calling him black, right?
Yeah, yeah,
But then when it comes down to this reparations, not for you. You see
yeah,
what I'm saying? And
yeah.
just like what Herschel Walker was saying, those are the arguments that people want to use. Like, oh, who gets it? Who's black? Who's really black? And to me, those arguments have already been solved.
Yeah, and they can be solved. Like
Easy. You
Claude,
just go
Claude
back
Anderson has the
you go
formula.
back 80 years. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Go back
Claude,
80 years, because before that, they weren't really letting immigrants in here like that, especially
yeah,
black ones.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Look,
There
look,
weren't a whole bunch of Jamaicans here in the 1940s.
right. Look. Claude Anderson already has a formula. So all the excuses, all the questions that Herschel Walker had, um, and all the excuses that all these politicians, Bernie Sanders and all these politicians try to make, Claude Anderson already has the answer. He already has
For
the formula.
years,
It's
though.
already figured out.
For
You know?
years.
Yeah. So
For years.
let's get to it. Let's do it.
And that's what I'm saying.
Obama, I'd hand you the ball, let you run with it on this reparations, man. You can redeem yourself for Black America by pushing towards reparations. And with that said, man, we're gonna wrap up this show. And thanks for everybody tuning in. Hit the like and subscribe button. But we're gonna go ahead and wind down this show for this and go into the weekend. Everybody enjoy your week. Thanks for tuning in and subscribing. Shout out to my host, Big OC.
Straight up.
With the intellect. That was a bar though. You said, hold up. Barack ain't he ain't getting reparations. That's a bar, man. That was a bar. That's real, because his daddy's an African. He's not even a Black American.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. So is his mind even on that wavelength?
Yeah, yes. But I'm telling you right now, Barack, like this your boy. I'm about to hit you in the DM since you follow me on Twitter. It's your boy Mash. I need you. We need you to step to the forefront. You may not be from the hood, may not be from the set, you know what I'm saying? But you're in America now, you're listening to Jeezy, you know what I'm saying? You're listening to Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying? You got a little jump shot, now let's get to this reparations,
Right.
And with that said, thanks for everybody for tuning in, and we'll catch y'all on the next show of the 426 show, where we even out the odds going on in this world. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the like and subscribe. And shout out to my boy Big OC right there holding it down for me. Shout out to my boy Ratio. We'll catch y'all on the next show, man. Peace.